Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Usually I would have some sort of silly, dumb little intro to maybe get 10% of you chuckling, but we got so much movie news now, there ain't no time for no silly, dumb, chuckling intros, unless that counted as one. Dang it. What we're going to be discussing today is, yes, we have a confirmation of the Batman teaser that we will be getting this month. We even know how long it'll be. John Wick 4 and 5 getting confirmed, along with some talk of Space Jam 2. That and so much more, guys. So many of your opinions down below on the movie topics that got you the most interested on this episode of Side Flick. Favorite part after a video is released is just reading all the comments that are down there, good or bad. Also, don't be forgetting to hit that like button if you are enjoying these Side Flick episodes, and if you haven't already, subscribe, man. I'm in the final stretches of hitting 200k. It'd be really nice to get there. Alright, so starting off with some small movie news here. You know I like to bring to your attention films that have interesting sounding premises that seem like, oh man, that actually sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see something like that, even if it's not already based on something very popular or widely known. We have here actor Jason Bateman teaming up with the writer of Game Night, a movie I literally just saw last night again because I forgot how much fun that film was, are coming together for a movie entitled Super World. Now, the film is being based off a book that has not been released yet. It's said to be released this summer, but this is the premise of the novel and what will be translated into a movie. The story is set in 2038, where every person on the planet has superpowers except for one man named Ignatius Loman. Loman is stuck in a white-collar job while his father is one of the most powerful people on the planet and leader of defense organization Peerless. But Loman will get his chance to step up when he is forced to face a corporate overlord whose power is neutralizing anyone with a superpower. The story has been described as having tones of The Incredibles. In a world where we get a superhero movie almost every other month and we're all highly anticipating them, I have not gotten bored of the Marvel movies. I'm very excited for what the DCU is about to bring us. I love when we get these meta superhero movies up and coming like a Kick-Ass or something different in that vein, even like a Sky High, where it feels like every superhero is getting their movie. This is an interesting premise to me. A world full of superheroes and you're the one person on Earth who just does not have them. The fact that this is also being written by the guys who did Game Night, like I was just saying, is a really fun, witty movie that makes me feel like this is going to be very fun and witty. Jason Bateman also as an actor, you can arguably say he plays the same type of character in each of his films, but there are a handful of projects where Jason Bateman has shown his range, and man, the guy's good at making you laugh. At least he is to me, so I'm really looking forward to what he does with Super World. But what about you guys? Does Super World sound like a movie you'd be looking forward to? But as you guys know, with every original movie in Hollywood, we get at least a million reboots, sequels, or remakes, and that's exactly what Spyglass is doing with Knight Rider. Now, I'm gonna be a bit out of my element here since Knight Rider was before my time, but some of you older people or really cool retro young people will know the property of Knight Rider. This was a show that ran back in the 80s that starred David Hasselhoff, the man from the first SpongeBob movie, which is how this generation will know David Hasselhoff. But in the 80s, the man was known to ride around this very futuristic car that had a lot of gadgets, almost AI properties to it. It's actually been a show that's already been attempted to be rebooted for the modern times. It didn't succeed. However, this time around, Deadline reports that Spyglass Media, the same people who are bringing us Scream 5 and the Hellraiser reboot, are also looking to reboot Knight Rider with James Wan. Now, no big details are known on how they're going to handle this Knight Rider reboot. It is going to be set in modern times. I think the biggest question we want to ask ourselves is, what kind of car are they gonna use? Because that might be the biggest deal of all. Just make it a Tesla. I'll watch it for that. But on the actual film, even though my knowledge of Knight Rider isn't really up to par, the fact that this has been a beloved property that has survived the test of time and keeps coming back over and over lets me know that there was something really precious here that Hollywood believes that could be entertaining to watch in our modern times. And with someone like James Wan attached to this, unknown if he's just producing, directing, I have a feeling this could turn out really good. For you bigger your Knight Rider fans out there, does this sound like something you'd be interested in, or are you tired of this property trying to come back to life? From there, jumping to a property that I'm like, oh my god, man, we are really about to get 5 films in total of this action series that I had no idea was gonna be this huge. Lionsgate has confirmed John Wick 4 and 5 will be happening. Not only that, they will be shot back to back. This is exactly what Lionsgate had to say. We're also busy preparing scripts for the next 2 installments of our John Wick action franchise, with John Wick 4 slated to hit theaters Memorial Day weekend 2022. We also hope to have John Wick 4 and 5 back to back when Keanu becomes available early next year. And man, I know there's people out there who hate it when movie studios out there milk a franchise for all it's worth and try to get every little drop out of this new property that they've created. And with John Wick, that has not been an exception. Like they said, right here, we're about to get 5 movies in total. We have a spin-off TV series, which I believe is called The Continental. We're also getting a female spin-off movie entitled Ballerina. That is in the works. But man, I have loved all the entries of the John Wick films. On top of that, who isn't a fan of old man Keanu Reeves just kicking so much butt and bringing his career to a new level? Also, with them saying they're going to shoot this back to back, this could be because of the whole pandemic. We just don't know how our world will end up, so it's like, might as well get these movies out. Plus, on top of that, like I said, Keanu Reeves is getting old. Man can't do action forever. It's the same reason Mission Impossible 7 and 8 were shooting back to back. Tom Cruise isn't getting any younger. So it's really taking advantage of how young the actors are right now and able to perform their stunts. So the 5th film might be the final John Wick film. And I'm so curious on how they're going to end this, because the way the 3rd film ended, I just have no idea where the series is going now. How do you guys feel about John Wick 4 and 5 being in development and getting 5 John Wick movies in total? Next up, we have Don Cheadle here talking a little bit about Space Jam 2. This is the sequel to Space Jam. I have been looking forward to this all my childhood. You know how excited I am for Space Jam 2? I have no idea why. I completely did this as an impulse, but on my Twitter feed, I saw that the Looney Tunes official account tweeted out limited edition hats for Space Jam 2. And as soon as I read that, I didn't even stop to think. I immediately clicked the link, bought the hat, went through the whole process, and then when I was done, I was like, I don't even wear hats. That's how excited I am for Space Jam 2. Well, we have Don Cheadle here, who is set to play the villain of Space Jam 2, talking a little bit about the movie. He said exactly, I think people are really going to be surprised at how different and original this new one is. And although not much information is given there, that is something that seems to be a recurring factor with all the Space Jam news that we've heard, that everyone is expecting this to be a very simple sequel of LeBron James stepping up, the Monstars coming back, the Looney Tunes like, all right, let's play basketball again. We play basketball, we defeat the bad guys, end of movie. Everything we've heard so far about Space Jam 2 makes it sound like this is a very different sequel, that they're going sort of a complex route with it. Heck, we're even getting Warner Brother characters showing up in Space Jam 2. We've had leaked photos of Pennywise the Clown, Joker, The Mask. I really just use this as an excuse to talk about more Space Jam 2, and I just want to know from you guys out there, are you still pumped from this movie, or are you the few people who think that this is a dumb idea, that it really is going to turn out to be just a simple basketball game movie? Because now with Don Cheadle saying this, it makes me feel like there really is more to this film than just playing a game of basketball with Looney Tune characters. From there, we have a new image here of Jurassic World Dominion. This is the 3rd Jurassic World film that I am really looking forward to. We even had some set photos that landed online of the crew to continue filming this movie during the pandemic. It's kind of creepy to see these actors working hard while everyone else around them is wearing the masks. Like, what a wild time we live in. But not only that, we had Colin Trevorrow, the director, tease another image and hint to what we could be seeing in this 3rd movie. Now, this is the image he threw up online, and from a non-Jurassic World fan, this just might seem like a random little photo of a very high-tech case. But fans will know that this is a case that showed up in the first Jurassic World movie, where Vincent D'Onofrio's character was putting away some of the test samples of dinosaurs. Even more so, if you take a look at the background area, Jurassic World fans have noticed that this is a familiar location that is only set on the island. The reason this tease is very interesting to us Jurassic Park fans is because it's basically a confirmation that we will be returning to the Jurassic Park islands in this third movie. And honestly, I thought this was going to be the first Jurassic Park. And that's a huge surprise to me because I thought this was going to be the first Jurassic Park movie where we did not go to the island at all. Every Jurassic Park movie that has existed, they have gone to the island at least for 10 minutes or throughout the whole movie. With the way the last Jurassic World movie ended, it seemed like we were mainly sticking to our homeland and seeing the dinosaurs in our neighborhood. There's some reason for our heroes to go back to the island. It could maybe just be flashbacks, which I think is most likely the case, but still, if there is a reason that Jurassic World finds, would that interest you, or would you rather them just stick to our home turf like they set up in the last Jurassic World movie? Definitely want to know from you guys down below. But alright, getting to the Batman news here, you guys know I am so freaking pumped for the Batman. I'm looking forward to Robert Pattinson playing Bruce Wayne, what Matt Reeves is going to be doing with the characters. And this month is very exciting for DC fans because we have DC Fandome to look forward to that every little detail we hear about this convention online, it sounds like our expectations need to be through the roof. What we did is get the confirmation the other day that Matt Reeves will be showing up at DC Fandome, this online virtual event where fans go onto the DC Fandome website and be a part of this virtual convention for free, where we're going to get so much news of everything DC related, from movies, TV shows, video games, comic books. They confirmed the Suicide Squad video game being announced there. We know we're probably going to get a Batman game announcement, and with Matt Reeves right here confirming he's part of it, and in that guest list you have Robert Pattinson, so we're gonna see them either show up in a little Zoom call, talk about the movie for a little bit. We thought maybe that's all we would get surrounding the Batman, but now it looks like we're definitely getting some sort of teaser here. The Russian voice actor who does the work for Robert Pattinson, this is the guy who dubs over Robert Pattinson's voice for the Russian audience out there, let it slip on his Instagram that we will be getting a 30-second teaser of the Batman come DC Fandome. He posted this on his Instagram and then quickly deleted it for obvious reasons, because Warner Brothers just does not want that information out there. And it seemed weird that the Russian voice actor would know this sort of information about the movie so ahead of time, but if you look at the website for DC Fandome, it says that this virtual event is worldwide. It's not just for us American people to enjoy or anyone who speaks English. This event is going to be done in several different languages. They have it here saying it's going to be in Portuguese, Chinese, German, Italian, and of course Russian. So being that the event is this month, the Russian voice actor probably already did his Russian dubbing for the teaser of the Batman, which kind of lets me know we're going to hear Robert Pattinson talk as Batman for this teaser whenever DC Fandome hits in August 22nd. Look, I really needed this good news after we found out that that Mountain Dew leak was fake online. If you guys don't know, there was this leak of a cross promotion of Mountain Dew and the Batman movie that was online. I thought it was real because it came from a Mountain Dew subreddit as opposed to a Batman subreddit, where they usually do like to fake out fans. I had a whole video made and everything, and then it was found out it was fake and it was a past promotion done in 2015. But that is just all the movie news we have to discuss right now, guys. I'm gonna need your opinions down below on everything we've discussed here. What got you the most interested? What could you do without? What do you think will be happening at DC Fandome? I'm thinking about doing a separate video just talking about DC Fandome, because looking at the website, there's a lot of information you guys need to know out there, and I'm the guy to give it to you. But let me know if you guys would be willing to see that. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.